effectively is widens out the ear canal. It's usually post something called mastoiditis, where you get infection in the actual mastoid bone itself. So it has to be surgically removed. It's a very painful condition. So it's quite an extreme case. But what you end up with is a very wide ear canal. So we'll see that in a second. But what you have to have done is these have to be cleaned out on a regular basis for the majority of patients. And what we have here is a patient that hasn't had this done for about 4 years. So we've got a lot of very dry skin and wax in here. Now you can see I'm really trying to pull this down here with a Rosen inserter, but it's making very little headway. The reason we did that and we didn't go straight in as we are here with the Jobson horn is because the mastoid goes in and around, so you couldn't get behind it. So I had to pull part of this down to be able to try and fit the Jobson horn behind it. But you can see just how tough this is. This is tough as old boots, this stuff. You can see it pulling away there from the top of the canal. Look how hard that is. It is just rock solid. But what you'll find is it's also very, very crumbly. Watch what happens when we get a grip here. See how it just breaks away? So I want you to imagine this as lots of layers of dry wax and skin, one over the top of the other, sort of like quite striated in there. And what will happen is when you start to get a grip, those layers will just peel apart. And like a sort of a, I always do food analogies, like a kind of flaky sort of pastry, but much less appealing. And you can see what's going on here. We've just got this whole section of dry skin and wax, and it goes around and into the cavity. So I want you to imagine the ear canal, and then imagine a ledge that comes over off the side. That whole thing, that whole shape there is going to be the ear canal shape in this case. So all of this dead skin goes up and onto that ledge, so it goes back quite a way, which is why it's holding on so tightly. You can actually see the eardrum there at the bottom of the screen. So when you see how much came out of this ear canal, you'll see just what was